Welcome back, guys, to another Zero DTE video, and today Ernie's going to be talking about fighting the market, so make sure you stay tuned. If you're interested in becoming a pro trader, check out the link in the description where you can find Ernie's education platform. Enjoy, guys.
Ultimately, my goal for everybody is that you can learn how to play the market in a way that a professional does it. But most people come here because they're sick and tired of losing. They want to learn how to not lose and get on the winning track. And the thing that's most difficult to teach people in that regard is that they're all dealing with these pent-up emotions and scars and other things that they've dealt with, and also misinformation about how not to lose. They think that it's all about, hey, just give me the formula for winning, and then that's how I do it. But the reality is most people have to go through a deprogramming phase, first of all, to shed all of the bad info and then allow the good info to come in, and then start on a process of learning how to not lose, first of all, how to maintain your capital. The other part is this thing that I always talk about is the acceptance phase of what it is that you're actually dealing with here in order to make money. You have to accept the way things are. And until you do, you're going to want to fight it. You're going to want to fight things. Even the littlest things. I hear it almost every day that I didn't go forward with it, or I didn't do anything because I was expecting a reversal there, because it always reverses, or something like that. Or just letting ideas creep into your head, or things that you see out on the interwebs or whatever, patterns or anything like that. And you think that things should behave one way or the other, or that you have any kind of control over what happens. Once you accept the fact that you have no control, that everything is pretty much a random thing, that there is a certain distribution of things, there are certain things that there are patterns to, there's no doubt. But you have to come to that acceptance that everything is pretty much a 50-50 shot, just like in everything else that happens in life. Even when we were getting down to that quantum discussion, it's like a 50-50 shot whether or not that particle that it makes up part of your atoms in your body are going to be there in the next millisecond or not. It's phasing in and out of existence. That randomness in life actually goes right down to even the quantum level. And we have no real control over it. There's a lot of things that we do have control, but big picture, long term, there's enough randomness and impactful or black swan events, or events that are unknowable, or butterfly effect, or any other type of philosophy or idea that you want to throw into that. And you just have to accept it and figure out what's the best way to keep your money intact, and then take advantage of the opportunities when they come. It is virtually impossible to sit there and force a result. In some small contexts of other types of professions or things, if it's a very contained system, you might be able to force a result and exert your pressure on things. But in the open market, you have no such control. No individual does, no entity does, no corporate entity, even with huge amounts of money, even they have trouble controlling where things go, except for the really big guys. They're kind of pushing things along. And even the guys that think that have all the power in the world, they have no idea what's going to happen from day to day. So why anybody here would ever believe that they can predict where the market's going to go on any given day is beyond me. That's part of that level of acceptance. I get that it's hard to do, because it's just as hard to sit there and wonder what's the nature of a person's consciousness. What's our personal nature? Are we just beings here that are just a bundle of nerves and connections? Or is there something deeper? And of course, all of that is unknowable as well. And that's scary. It's scary to say that there are things that we don't know, and we have no control over it. But it becomes a lot easier once you accept that fact, and then figure out ways to go with the flow, so to speak. Go with the things that you do know. Take advantage of the edges that we do have. And in order to do that, though, is another whole level of challenge, because in order to have that acceptance and deal with this kind of fragile world, and accept that it is a 50-50 thing, and we're dealing with these small edges that we're trying to stack on top of one another, you have to approach it in a very consistent way. And if you can't do that, then it becomes more difficult. So there's the acceptance and then consistency.
Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the like button below. If there's any questions that you might have for Coach Ernie, make sure you leave them in the comment section. Thanks, guys.